Juneteenth, the day the last enslaved people in our country learned they were free. We have for you a live picture of a celebration taking place at the Lincoln Memorial in Washington, one of many that have taken place in cities across the country and continue to today. Juneteenth, of course, has taken on a greater significance this year as Americans reckon with the past and push to address systemic racism that still exists today. In Detroit, the city unveiled a street mural with the words "Power to the People," which was painted by a group of local students. And there were celebrations in Galveston, Texas. That's where on June 19th of 1865, Union General Gordon Granger finally announced that all slaves had been freed. That order was read as part of today's events.
The people of Texas are informed that in accordance with a proclamation from the Executive of the United States, all slaves are free. This involves an absolute equality of personal rights and rights of property between former masters and slaves, and the connection heretofore existing between them becomes that between employer and hired labor. The freedmen are advised to remain quietly at their present homes and to work for wages. They are informed that they will not be allowed to collect at military posts, that they will not be supported in idleness either there or elsewhere.
And here's the part of Juneteenth that will always speak to a national embarrassment and shame. That announcement came just over 2 months after the Civil War ended, and almost 2.5 years after Abraham Lincoln issued the Emancipation Proclamation. Slavery was officially abolished when the 13th Amendment to the Constitution was ratified in December of 1865. Texas was fittingly the first state to recognize Juneteenth as a state holiday in 1980, and today 46 states and the District of Columbia recognize it as an official state holiday or observance. There is now a renewed push to increase the prominence of Juneteenth. Today, a group of Senate Democrats, led by California Senator Kamala Harris, introduced a bill to make it a national holiday. And Texas Republican Senator John Cornyn says he plans to introduce a similar bill on his side. Later today, there will be a Juneteenth ceremony in Tulsa, Oklahoma, the site of one of the worst race massacres in U.S. history nearly 100 years ago. Also where President Trump will hold his first campaign rally since the start of the coronavirus pandemic tomorrow. Hundreds of people already lined up outside the arena where he will speak. The line first formed last weekend. It was supposed to be held tonight, but was pushed back because of the backlash over the date of its original schedule. I am joined now by friend and colleague Nicole Wallace.